My fellow young people, my youths, I'm speaking to you in a very passionate way. I'm not hungry, but I'm frustrated and sometimes I'm disappointed. Young people, youths have been taken for granted for many years, for so long. And now it has come the time to take the responsibility upon ourselves to salvage our country. Now when we look around, we can see as young people of all tribes, we have the same problems facing us. The problems we are facing, it doesn't face us because we belong to a certain tribe. Even the youths who come from the tribe where the president comes from, the youths who come from the tribe where the vice president is coming from, they have the same problem. The problem of unemployment is everywhere. And the youths, young people, have become veterans of creative suffering. No, they have suffered for many years. They have lived in hopelessness. They don't have anything to show for, and they have lost hope in their lives. So, I'm speaking to you to take it upon ourselves to go for the leadership of the country, so that in 2017, let many young people come out and fight it out for the leadership of our country. The job opportunities are coming up 2017. Out of 47 counties, from county assemblies, now we want young people to come out in large numbers to go for positions of county assembly representatives. We want to fill our parliament in Nairobi with young people. We want to forget about these old people for some time now. We don't hate them. Mimi wakati nasungumza hivi, I don't hate old people. But even I have parents who are old now. Mama yangu na baba yangu sasa ni wazee. And when I'm speaking like this, I'm not against them. It's time I'm saying, let them just relax, let them rest so that we can serve them. We want to serve them. Let them give opportunity to young people so they can be able to serve the country. So, there are jobs coming up. In 2017, I want young people to position themselves for these positions. All positions for House representative in the Parliament, in Senate. I want young people to be governors. I want young people to be county governors. I want young people to be the member of Parliament, all of them. I want all positions to go for young people. We are powerful. We have votes. Because it's on in a verse, president cannot choose you. You have to be elected. Sasa unaona, chusi raisi ameenda to a recycling mission kuchagua wazee kuleta kazini na vijana baada hawana kazi. Na wakati vijana wanauliza wanasema nyinyi hamuhitaji hizi kazi kwa sababu ni part time. Ni nani alisema hizo kazi ni part time? We need them because even if you know, when you tell young people that the reason why we have chosen these old people to be the chairperson, to be the members of various parastatals, you know, this job is not for young people because it is a part-time job. We need that job because we don't even have a full-time job. We need that job because we don't have even that full-time job. We need it. We can make decisions for parastatals. We have education. We have intelligence. We have brain. God has blessed us with our resource. Sasa hiyo ni kumaanisha kwamba vijana hawawezi kufikiria. Sasa unapata that we don't have experience. Ni experience gani ambayo hatuna? We have full experience of life. We have suffered. Mtu ambaye ana struggle kuishi, mtu ambaye anajaribu, anafikiria vile atakula, vile atasurvive, huyu ni mtu ambaye unasema hana experience ya maisha. We have experience because we have suffered for so long. Tumesaliwa kwa umaskini. Tumekulilia kwa umaskini. Myself, my first shoe, I wore my first shoe when I was going to Form 1. Nimesoea umaskini, nimelelewa umaskini. And that one thing that I know, to be born poor or to be born in a poor family is not a disgrace. But to remain poor is a disgrace. So young people, let us take it upon for ourselves for once. Let us put our tribal allegiances aside for a little bit. Let us listen. Let us come to the table. Listen as young people of Kenya. Even if you are from which tribe you come from, let us put those differences aside. They cannot help us. Nobody wins. Nobody wins when tribalism is in place. Tribe does not help anybody. That's our diversity. But we are from one tribe because we are young people. Because when you look around and you see that we have two classes, the classes of the poor who are up here and the classes of the rich and the classes of the poor who are down here. When you go around and when you see, Kenya is a very resourceful country. It's very resourceful. The resources that are in Kenya can support each and every one of us. But those resources support some few individuals. Kitu ambacho nafaa kujua, there are people in Kenya, an individual, a family, that have land the size of Central Province, one land. Watu wengine Kenya wako na mali ya kupindukia, na ni mali si ambao wamepata kwa njia halali, ni mali ambao wameiba kutoka kwa serikali. But one thing we want to tell those who have taken government resources, those who have defrauded the government, those who have taken the government land, what I want to tell them, time is coming. When these youth are going to rise up, when they are going to parliament, you are going to return those things that you have stolen from government with interest. Waendelea kuiba. Waendelea kuiba. Continue grabbing the public land. You will return it. Itakuja kufika wakati chochote ambacho umetoa kutoka kwa serikali, hata kama hutakuwa watoto wako watarudisha. We want to put people in power who are morally upright, who can be able to serve our country with mercy. Watu wa kuonea huruma. My fellow people, you have never gone to slums. People living in deplorable conditions. I myself, nimewahi kwenda kwa slums. I went to Kibera. Nimeenda hapa Sinai Rungarunga. The way poor people live. Machozi inakutoka. You cry for them and then you wonder, how do they survive? Lack of clean water to drink, lack of food. Mali wanalala, mali wanaishi. That's when you know God loves his people. And I can say God takes care of them. Kwa sababu wewe mtu tajiri ukienda pale ujaribu kula hiyo chakula utakuwa mgonjwa. People just living, just doing things to survive. Hawajui kesho itakuwa namna gani. Me, I'm fighting for poor people. I'm not fighting for the rich people. If you are rich, that's okay. But if you are rich and you can be able to help people, that's good and God will bless you. Lakini wale watu ambao wanachukua rasilimali ya serikali, wanaweka mifuko yao, wanaendelea kujitachirisha, hiyo hatutakubali. If you have taken the public land, I tell you, when we will take power, when we will come to power, young people will come to power, that land you will return with interest. Anything that you have taken that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to the people of Kenya, you will have to return. That one I promise. Because I have a dream that this is going to come reality. That young people are going to stand up, are going to rise up because they have not, their time has come. And they are going to take the leadership of this country through the power of vote. They are going to campaign. They are going to vote for their young fellow people. And we are going to feed our parliament with young people. We are going to feed the county assemblies with young people. We are going to feed the Senate with young people. And they can be able to salvage the condition of this country. Kenya is a resourceful country. It can provide to each and every one of us. And let me tell you, young people, if we don't fight for our country, who will fight for? Who will fight for it? Our children, when they come, they will blame us. Let us fight for this country for our children, not for only for our sake, even for the coming generations. Let us fight for this country. not for the sake of ourselves, but for the sake of the coming generations, so that when they come, they can find a better country. And we grow down in history as people try to make it. Don't fear. There's nothing to fear. We have lived in poverty for so long. To be in poverty is no disgrace. To be born in poverty is no disgrace. But to remain in that situation, I tell you, is a disgrace. Why do young people enter into crime? Because that is an alternative. What do you do when you don't have employment? You have to do something. And our young people engage in crime because they don't have the way to engage themselves. And we have to provide opportunities for them. We have to create the opportunity for ourselves. Tusingoje Uhuru atuambie kwamba atachenga nafasi za vijana. He created 302 positions. Na watu wamepea hizo positions wote ni wazee. Amepea vijana. Amepea vijana. Ama mmeona vijana wawili watatu ambao wamechaguliwa basi sasa mmetosheka. When you saw he appointed some 2-3 youths. Now you say that is enough. We want all those positions to go to young people because they are majority. We cannot allow minority people, our wazee, who are minority, to rule the majority who are so many. One thing I'm telling the president of Kenya, if he's not going to serve the interest of young people, the young people will move him from power. The young people will move him from power. And we will give that power. We will put a young person in the State House. 2017, it's not fair. A miracle do happen. A miracle happen. And something can happen. Hii mambo ya kuongea kwamba miaka yangu 10 na Ruto aende miaka 10, hiyo ni mambo ya upuzi. Sisi vijana hatutaki kusikia hivyo. Take your 10 years if you know you are going to serve Kenyans. But miaka 10 serving all people, that's when we cannot agree. When we look at inequality in Kenya, it's so big. The gap between the rich and the poor is widening. When you look at the gap between the poor and the rich, it's widening every day because the rich becoming more richer, the poor becoming more poor. That's what you see even. Kuna mahospitali ya watu ambao ni maskini. Wao wanaenda katika zile hospitali ndogo ndogo ambazo hazina hata madawa, ambazo hazina hata wauguzi. Na wao matajiri wanaenda hizo mahospitali kubwa kubwa kama Nairobi Hospital, kama Karen Hospital, kama Mata Hospital. Wao hapo ndio wanakimbilia wakiwa wagonjwa. Some people in Kenya are dying from diseases which can be treated because of lack of medicine. And what is the purpose of the government? The purpose of the government is just to do that, to ensure that each and everyone in Kenya can afford just a decent living. Hatutaki serikali kwamba hatutaki pesa kutoka kwa serikali. We don't need money from government. What we need is government to create opportunities, to create favorable conditions for each and every one of us, just to fight for himself. Just what we are saying, create a level ground so that we can compete. Wakati rais anaweka mtu kama Kalembe Ndile, nini anafikiria kwa akili yake? Wakati anaweka mtu pale kama Henry Oboja, nini anafikiria kwa akili yake? The president is making young people of this country hungry for no good reason. And I think any youth who is supporting him for that is a disgrace. Any youth who is supporting the president, the action of president of choosing old people to position he would have chosen youths, I think that young person is a disgrace to the youth.